the therapists. Not all therapists will recommend that.
Yeah.
Gestalt therapy recommends that you do like a chair and you talk and you picture them there. Some people in family therapy would say bring them in. You might have a homework assignment where you have to write a letter to the mom. That's, again, it goes back to your theoretical perspective. In this particular type of therapeutic practice, what she's able to do is go back to the moment, and I would have totally given her a shaver and gone, I want you to go to Walgreens, I want you to buy a shaver, I want you to go up to your mother and go, hey bitch, and imagine her shaving off her head. I totally would have done that. Okay. Well, I would have said, imagine her hair long. I mean, go back to a time when your mother's hair was long. I mean, I would have taken her there. Like, time-wise, because then, that's going to bring up other things and stuff like that. But, so it depends. That's on the therapist. There's different ways to do that. You could give her a homework and stuff like that. It doesn't seem as if right now is the time for her to do that. It doesn't seem like her mother's open to that. Her mother's overwhelmed with school, with the kids, with all the stuff. To me personally, it doesn't seem as if that is the way. She'd be better off writing her a letter or doing some role play, is what it seems like to me.
My mom is only 20 years older than me, so she had me very young.
How old is your mom?
40 years.
Okay, she's still young.
Yeah.
Yeah, you better say she's young. I'm 45.
Yeah.
So she's young.
And when you
Don't
write
get dirty,
the,
don't get dirty, don't get
But
dirty.
why did you ask that about her age? What was the reason for the question?
I feel like maybe that in the past, the
Oh, I
lack
see what you're trying to
of
do.
experience
Yeah.
from mom and just trying to get rid of the hair, instead of like the
But you're
responsibility.
trying to justify mom's behavior, and that
Right.
can
Yeah.
invalidate
Yeah,
the
that's what you're
client.
trying to do.
You have to be very careful. There are times where you do that,
Mhm.
but there are times when you don't do that.
Good example,
And-
he said his mom had him indicating, for example, like, how like a lot of times certain parents would say that would be considered a mistake. So let's say, for example, Chi-Chi's case, for example, let's say her mom had her young, and Chi-Chi's grandma, which is her mother's mom, would say, you're a burden, you're unwanted. So resuming back to Chi-Chi now, she's trying to make it seem as if she's trying to pass it on.
Right, because we repeat patterns.
Yeah, and you don't want to
Same
do
thing
that in
we
this
talked about with
case.
Trisha.
She'll never come back.
But the thing is that if your mother, and now you're a parent,
Yeah.
and you're trying to justify to yourself, well, I'm not a bad father, we know that that's an issue with you. I'm not a bad father, I'm just young, or I was young, or I had them young.
Yeah.
Well, my dad and my mom, and we keep trying to excuse, then no one ever really stops to say, wait a minute, this is what I'm truly feeling.
Yeah,
That's where
that's
anxiety
Keeps saying.
continues. Anxiety is always an emotion that's sort of hidden, and that's what we're trying to do, is uncover. So you're speaking for yourself there in that statement.
and anxiety is a symptom of something
Right,
else.
the
And
that's the word I was
bad
looking for.
behavior is bad behavior. It doesn't matter what age, the difference, or, bad parenting is bad
And yes,
parenting.
you do stupid things when you're young,
Right.
and when you're a young parent, absolutely. I've fucked up my kids, I've done horrible things. Hell, I still do horrible things. Like, I suck. My daughter tries to convince me every day
No,
that
you don't.
I don't. But I think I do. It's my issue.
Right.
Yeah.
It's my issue.
I
It's
was-
your issue. That's what I'm getting at.
I was thinking this morning something about my mom and my dad. My mom and dad gave so much to us that they never thought about themselves. So here I am thinking I'm a bad mom because I want to go out, I want to spend time with my boyfriend. So that makes me a bad mom according to her because they never did that. And in their perspective, it's you're a horrible person because you're going to leave your jit with a babysitter and you're going to go have fun. But it's not. Now I
not.
realize that it's not. So in turn, when she with my head, I'm gonna tell her, listen, I'm gonna go have all the mother effing fun I wanna have, and if I pay a babysitter, so be it, because I fucking deserve it.
But you're
Just
the one
like
with
you
the
should-
issue.
No, I know.
It's your issue, just like it's
But-
my issue.
Right, but
I know that I think I'm a
internally-
bad mother because I've repeated behaviors that my mother did to me.
Right. But
And I think
internally,
that those
it's
were not
because
cool.
I'm pissed off at her. So, but I'm trying to justify my anger.
It's
by-
always about
Yeah,
you.
exactly.
As
No,
a
I know,
therapist,
I
the
know.
question you ask is about you.
No.
So check your marriage. And it's always
Marriage.
about the client.
Yeah.
It
No, he
doesn't
asked
mean
for
that the,
marriage
so be
randomly.
careful
Yeah.
about blaming another person,
No.
but also be careful about invalidating the
The-
experience.
The moment.
She had her hair cut off at 5 years old
That's
because she was a
traumatic.
burden for
Yes,
her hair.
very
And her hair
traumatic.
is stunning, and she
To
stayed
get-
up watching beauty videos because she has a fucking trauma that her mother cut off her hair at
And it's so
5.
crazy because that really does relate. Watching
Of
the-
course it
watching the
relates.
vid-
All of it relates.
It was just random how he was like, is there someone in your life?
That's her thread right here.
Yeah.
Fashion, beauty,
Beauty.
whatever it is. All of that. That's why she doesn't know if she wants to study this. We don't have fashion design in this school. You're gonna have to go to Art
Art
Institute.
Institute.
And most of us will cover and pick a profession because of our wound.
Yes.
Just so you know. We done? Okay. Bye!